and gentlemen, let me take you 24 hours back. Around this time last night, the opposition was already frothing and they were questioning the members of parliament, asking and tweeting and asking us the questions on why marshals had been deployed in the house, which is the upper house, the Rajya Sabha. At that time, we weren't privy to what we saw, what went on in Rajya Sabha. Today, we had to rely on the version of the opposition till we came across this video. The opposition came out guns blazing from parliament yesterday, accusing the government of unleashing the marshals against the opposition, and some of the opposition members, especially women members of parliament, being manhandled inside the Rajya Sabha. Some MPs even alleged that they were manhandled by these marshals. This sparked off a huge furor, and in fact the opposition met this morning at 10 a.m. and then took out a protest march. Our correspondents covering the parliament beat were told about the violence unleashed on the opposition MPs all evening yesterday and this morning. The same was denied by the government. Before I get into the most dramatic part of this story, here's a quick recap of what the opposition MPs had told Times Now.
मोदी शाह ने सब हद पार कर दी। उन्होंने एक महीना तक इसको पूछिए, छाया वर्मा जी को, फूलो देवी नीतम को पूछिए, इन दोनों गिर गए थे।
महिला मार्शल लोग आगे खड़े थे, तो हम उसको सरका रहे थे कि आप सरक जाइए यहाँ से, तो वो सरके नहीं, और जो पुरुष मार्शल थे वो हमको धक्का दिए, ये गिर गई। मैं मुश्किल से बची।
और वो मेल मार्शल महिला सांसद को इज्जत करना नहीं जानते, उनको धक्का मार रहे हैं। इस तरह के मोदी सरकार में महिलाओं के साथ बेसुलकी हो रही है।
I hope you heard them very, very carefully. 3 women, Dola Sen of the Trinamool Congress, Chaya Verma of the Congress Party, and Phulo Devi Netam, again of the Congress Party. Now let's take a look at this video, which is a 2-minute, 15-second video. And this video, frame by frame, will give you what transpired on the floor of the House, something that we didn't know of yesterday. Frame 1. Didn't the opposition begin the ruckus? Just look at this. This is the opposition, and what are these marshals doing here? They just made a human chain holding each other's hands and preventing people to go to the table of the Rajya Sabha, where officials sit and take notes about what members of parliament are saying. And just in front of them, the Secretary General of Rajya Sabha sits, and then above him, the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Now look at the kind of pressure that's coming. This is frame 2. And you can see, frame 2, you can see clearly how they're pushing, and this lady here with this hair tied up and a mask on her face is Akshita Bhatt, a woman marshal. This is her right here, and she, instead of pushing others, is being pushed. And there are 2 members of parliament, the women members of parliament belonging to the Congress party. Chaya Verma, who spoke on a soundbite yesterday outside Parliament, and Ms. Netam, again a Chhattisgarh member of Parliament of Rajya Sabha. Keep looking at these visuals, and this poor girl, this is Akshita Bhatt, the woman marshal. Let's go to frame 3. And in frame 3, you will now see how she is being pulled. This lady is being pulled, Akshita Bhatt is being pulled by the 2 women MPs of the Congress party, who had alleged that their throats had been virtually compressed by the hapless woman marshal. Now, is this violence by the marshal or by the member of parliament? The lady members of parliament. And then let's look at frame 4. Frame 4, where we are seeing this girl being pulled onto this side, who was only doing her duty, and you can see her watching. Once again on frame 4, if you can just see, this is Chaya Verma and Netam both walking across this side, pulling this lady Marshall. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi says that democracy has been murdered by the government. A question that he really needs to introspect about. Frame 5. Let's look at these visuals, and pictures speak 1,000 words. And this picture, this video will tell you. Will the opposition now apologize to this lady? It's not about politics, ladies and gentlemen. It's definitely not about rank and file of netas. This is about a woman marshal doing her duty, a government servant. Some of them even saved lives by giving their own lives when the parliament was attacked in 2001. So let's not take this lightly. This girl being pulled right here on frame. Who owes an apology to this lady doing her job? If this woman is not safe inside the Rajya Sabha, what about women outside on the streets, ladies and gentlemen? Is that not a valid question to ask? And then let's look at frame 6. And in frame 6, you will see how she's been dragged, and there are members of parliament standing here. If you look at this entire picture, there's Shakti Singh Gohil, there is Mr. Tamta, the Uttarakhand member of parliament, and just behind them somewhere here, Mr. Jairam Ramesh as well standing. There is Derek O'Brien on this side. You know, I've seen this video again and again and again, possibly 2,000 times since morning, to try and find a frame where the woman marshal is on the wrong foot. And I could not see any man or any woman. And we've asked this question of the opposition, that if they have any evidence, we're here. This platform is theirs. We will put out the contrarian story if it is put in front of us and of the people of this country. So far, we are still awaiting a video that shows any of these women MPs being attacked by the marshals inside Parliament. The wait continues. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the truth of what transpired on the 11th of August in Rajya Sabha. And that brings me to the legitimate question that we are asking tonight. And the legitimate question, ladies and gentlemen, is only one. Is Sansad drama being exposed by the opposition? Has this video exposed the opposition's agenda? That's the question and the debate on the other side. Sansad tape expose. That's the debate coming up.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we've shown you these visuals frame by frame. Now I want you to look at this. All of this, Phulo Devi Netam of the Congress Party, Mr. Derek O'Brien can also be seen taking visuals there. Derek O'Brien with his, phone and clicking the video. He must be surely having, that's Chaya Verma on the screen, Mr. Tamta of the Congress Party. Next to him is also Shakti Singh Gohil, and there in the circle is Jairam Ramesh standing a little behind. That's Dola Sen of the Trinamool Congress. And there is a detailed description that has been given about all of the facts by the Office of the Special Directors of the Rajya Sabha. And this report is clearly shocking, to say the least. But before we go to the opposition to ask the questions, I'm going to be joined by Leader of the House in the Rajya Sabha, Mr. Piyush Goyal, also Union Minister for Commerce, Industry and Textiles. Thank you, Mr. Piyush Goyal. Thank you for joining me. Mr. Piyush Goyal, I would appreciate if you could take off your mask because people can then hear you if you're not in a crowded space. Mr. Piyush Goyal, what we saw on the floor of the House clearly is distressing. The opposition, of course, yesterday said something. The video says a completely different story. The opposition now has changed its tune and says that this is a past that has been brought about by the government. How do you respond to this charge that has been leveled against the government today?
Well, they can level all kinds of charges, but the entire opposition which tried to create this ruckus in parliament, these criminal acts, the intimidation of security personnel who are only doing their duty, the dancing on tables and flinging rule books, almost in a manner with an intent to cause grievous injury to the chair and the Secretary General, all the hooting and screaming and shouting and whistling that goes on in the House, all of this is reflective of the mindset of the principal opposition party, the Congress and its leaders, and all their other associated opposition parties, which had from the first day, when they did not allow the Honorable Prime Minister to introduce his ministers, I think made up their mind that they don't want the House to function. They're extremely worried that Prime Minister Modi, with his consistent effort to improve the framework of governance in this country, to bring about ease of doing business, ease of doing living, improve the lot of bank depositors, improve the situation of and give justice to juveniles, work towards a better framework for MSMEs in the insolvency code, with a series of legislation that were planned in this session. I think the Congress and their associates and other friendly parties decided it's better we create a ruckus, better we become obstructionists, to the extent that they've completely demolished all propriety, all decency of parliamentary behavior, in some sense murdered parliamentary democracy through the acts again and again and again, culminating in the most shameful behavior on the 11th of August.
Mr. Piyush Goyal, this was your first session as the leader of the House in the Rajya Sabha. I want to ask you, how many attempts were made by the Treasury benches, the Treasury section of the Parliament, to engage with the opposition? And that is something the public has a right to know, how much the government, made an effort to make the House function.
Navika ji, right from the first day, we have been consistently having an outreach program towards the opposition parties. So much so you will recall that 19 July when we started, on the first day itself, we requested all the opposition parties, particularly the leaders of all the major opposition parties and all other parties, that the Honorable Prime Minister on the 20th is having a presentation on COVID. It's a very, very critical, important issue. And there they insisted that no, first have the debate in the House on Tuesday. Only after that in the evening will come. And throughout the day we had a very good debate, very good discussion. In the evening, Health Ministry made a presentation. All parties had agreed to come, their leaders, but the Congress still didn't come. At the last minute, the Congress leaders said, no, we will not go. Why? We've got instructions from the top. All other opposition leaders who came complimented the Prime Minister for his exemplary leadership, for the way he had systematically worked towards vaccination, towards restraining the spread of COVID, the guidance he kept giving, the effort to increase oxygen, essential supplies, medicines, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana giving free food grains to 80 crore Indians. All of that is on record. Despite the assurance, they didn't come, fine. Honorable Home Minister, Honorable Defence Minister, Parliamentary Affairs Minister, other ministers like Bhupendra Yadav, Dharmendra Pradhan. Personally, I was in continuous dialogue almost on a daily basis. We used to meet in the House every day. They kept changing their tune. First, they demanded in the Business Advisory Committee debate on 3 issues: COVID, agriculture related and farm laws issues, and the economic situation, price rise and whatnot. The Speaker and the Chairman indicated that they would seek the convenience of the ministers and allow all of them, but please allow the House to function. When they realized that that ploy hasn't worked, they changed their track. Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav was presenting the suo motu statement. Government has nothing to hide. We were giving out the facts to the House. and there was a chance to ask clarifications, a member, honorable member, snatched the paper, tore it, and didn't allow him to complete. Literally on third or fourth day. We again reached out to them. The honorable chair said,
allow me
"I
to
will
interrupt
again
you
call
for
the
a
Minister
second,
of the House.
Mr.
You can
Piyush
still
Goyal,
seek
simply
clarity."
because the opposition
But
has
again
just
and again-
released a video. The opposition has just released a video, and in this video, they allege even before they had entered the house yesterday, the marshals had been put in place to intimidate the members. Well, in this video, of course, what we can't see is any pushing or pulling, but the marshals are seen and they say this was the government's pre-decided move to put the marshals to premeditatedly intimidate the opposition. So I have to ask you this question because this video has just come in.
Navika ji, yeah, absolutely. I'm glad because हमारा दामन एकदम साफ है. हम पूरी स्पष्टता करने के हिसाब से आपसे चर्चा कर रहे हैं. The opposition leaders, Prahlad ji and I, were in continuous dialogue about the passage of the OBC bill, and they were selectively choosing. When it suited them, politically they were ready to sit, let the house function. Earlier in the day, 1 or 2 days before that, suddenly they called for division and everybody went and sat down in their chairs when the tribunal bill was being considered. At that time also, overwhelming majority, I think 77-44 or 79-44 they lost. Overwhelming majority was with the government, even despite a sudden division being demanded. When they wanted to discuss COVID, they all sat down. Whenever LOP would speak, they would sit down. We would all, obviously, throughout the House session, we have kept our patience. Any member of ours got up, I would personally request, our leaders would request them to sit down, not disturb the House. Not one member got up, despite so much provocation. Not one member got up from his chair to go and confront the situation. We maintained our dignity and the dignity of the House. However, on the day of the OBC bill, we asked them that why don't we do the other 3 bills, and then since Lok Sabha is adjourned sine die, this can also adjourn sine die. They said, no, do it tomorrow. We are very tired. We cannot fight just now. He said, but where is the fight? You do your protest. Like the earlier bills, this will also go through. They said, no, you have to send it to a select committee. Now, my way or the highway is not the way Parliament is going to run. Then they said, we will not allow it to happen. Today, you do it tomorrow. We said, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it on Friday. We'll even do it on Monday. After, on the 16th, we'll extend the session. But then you at least assure us that when we bring it afterwards, you will protest, that's your right. But you will not do the kind of ruckus that was done on the previous day, on the 10th, where one MP stands on the table of the House. Another member is worried that in Punjab, he will score brownie points. So another member comes, he says, I will not only stand and dance, I will throw the big rule book on the chair, on the Secretary General. Fortunately, House had adjourned, chair was not there. But Secretary General could have been grievously injured if it had hit him. Now, and they are saying we'll do it 100 times again. Look at the attitude, the approach. There was no apology in the House. They didn't allow the chairman to speak. He was almost in tears. In such a situation, they said whether you bring it today or you bring it tomorrow or Friday or Monday, the scenes will be worse than the scenes you saw yesterday. That is on the 10th. Now, clearly, their leaders are threatening us, telling us you be prepared for mayhem. You be prepared for worse scenes than what you saw on the 10th.
Who said this to you,
What is the
Mr.
poor
Goyal?
chair and the
Who said
chairman
this?
supposed to do? Or the opposition leaders at the highest level in the Rajya Sabha.
You don't want to name them?
I think they may go down to any level, but we have some propriety.
But the
We
gloves are
respect
off.
Our parliamentary exchanges with them. The leaders of the Congress know who has told us this. The leaders of the other parties know who has told us this.
Was it a Congress person?
Amongst others, yes.
So, Mr. Piyush Goyal, you're saying one Congress leader said that there will be worse scenes if you try to pass a bill, and we will not allow you to pass a bill today,
Not
tomorrow,
one leader.
Friday.
Responsible. Navika ji.
Hanji.
Navika ji, responsible leaders, not one leader. Responsible leaders said there's no way this we will allow it to be passed. There'll be worse scenes than on the 10th.
Mr. Piyush Goyal, my question to you,
take these decisions.
My question to you is straight and direct. The gloves are off. Videos and counter videos are making their way to television channels and social media. Now, where are the niceties left? And the public today, and that's the sentiment of the questions that we are getting from our viewers. The public sentiment is that we want to know who is responsible for this mayhem in the House. Why are you stopping short of naming these people?
Well, नाविका जी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अगर वो शिष्टाचार छोड़ दें, इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि हम भी शिष्टाचार छोड़ देंगे.
शिष्टाचार बचा कहाँ है, सर?
We respect exchanges amongst leaders in parliament.
शिष्टाचार है
उन्होंने
कहाँ?
छोड़ी है, हमने नहीं छोड़ी है. हमने पूरा शिष्टाचार रखा है. हमारे कोई सांसद ने गलत काम नहीं किया, हमारे कोई नेता ने गलत व्यवहार नहीं किया. उनके वहां पे तो ये हालत थी नाविका जी, मैं बार बार अपने कमरे में इनवाइट करता था कि चलो चाय तो पीते हैं बैठ के. मैंने फ्लोर ऑफ द हाउस में भी इनविटेशन दिया कि चलिए आज हम सब बैठते हैं मेरे कमरे में, चर्चा करते हैं. बोलते नहीं, अब आपसे नहीं, अब हम डिफेंस मिनिस्टर से करेंगे. अब ऐसे डिक्टेट करके टर्म्स तो काम नहीं चलेगा. और मैंने एक बार बुलाया तो वरिष्ठ नेता बोलते हैं नहीं, हमें ऊपर पूछना पड़ेगा. लीडर ऑफ द हाउस के साथ एक कप चाय पीने के लिए भी अगर आपको ऊपर पूछना पड़ेगा तो नाविका जी, इसका अनुमान आप खुद निकाल लीजिए कि कौन इस पूरी चीज का रिंग लीडर था. कौन सुबह आके 10 बजे
ऊपर यानी फर्स्ट फ्लोर के सेकंड
सूत्रधार
फ्लोर,
कौन था, कौन
ऊपर यानी
गाइडेंस
फर्स्ट
देता था, वो
फ्लोर
तो
के
आपको भी
सेकंड
मालूम
फ्लोर,
है.
क्योंकि वहां
तो
तो
आप
राजीव
पता करके
गांधी
बता दीजिए
भी,
अपने
सॉरी
viewers को.
राहुल गांधी भी हैं, सोनिया गांधी भी हैं, तो ऊपर में किसका नाम आता है, राहुल गांधी या सोनिया गांधी?
नहीं, वो तो आपके तो सोर्सेज, आपने तो पता नहीं कहां से क्या क्या आज दिखा दिया है देश को. तो आप लोग के तो सोर्सेज हमारे से ज्यादा ही दिखते हैं.
But on a serious note, Mr. Piyush Goyal, Akshita Bhatt, the woman marshal who has been injured and whose medical report is present with us, I'm holding it in my hand. I want to ask you, she is also somebody's daughter, and if women are not going to be safe on the floor of the Rajya Sabha, the House of Elders, where are women going to be safe in this country? As a nation, what do we owe her? Action against those who are responsible for this? What will that action be and when will it be?
Navika ji, it's truly a very, very disgraceful act. I saw the video playing out on several TV channels, including yours, after my press conference in the afternoon. And while, of course, I was witness to what was happening, but now with the nation having seen what's happened, I think the people of India will truly give her justice, will give justice to our sisters, our women of the country. And clearly, the least I would expect is an apology from the lady MPs who have manhandled her and misbehaved with her. The least I would expect is leaders of these parties to show some sensitivity, some empathy towards their behavior of their honorable MPs. The least I would expect is an apology from a party or the parties which are being led by women at the top. And it's extremely shameful. In fact, even a male security personnel of the parliament, he was almost strangulated, I'm given to understand. I mean,
yes,
these
that's
kind
part
of
of this
behaviors,
report. That's
now they're
also part
taking
of
out a
this
video
report.
saying that government preempted it. They threatened openly that it's going to be worse than the 10th. What should the chairman have done? What should the deputy chairman or the panel chairman have done? What should the secretariat have done? They have to protect the lives and the property of Parliament, because Parliament belongs to the people of India. They are all public servants.
Well, maybe Mr. Piyush Goyal, we're not far away from a day when bulletproof jackets will be required inside the House, inside the Parliament. Helmets may be ordered forthwith, because that is also an expenditure the public will undertake to safeguard not just MPs but also marshals who do their duty inside the House. Thank you very much, Mr. Piyush Goyal. Sad day for the Parliament, sad day for the people of India, just short of our 75th Independence Day celebrations. That was the Minister who's the head and the leader of the House in the Parliament. But let's go across to our panelists joining me on the debate this evening. And joining me tonight is Rakesh Sinha from the BJP. Also joining me is Reena Gupta, Aam Aadmi Party leader. With me tonight is Mr. Ilangovan, also belonging to the DMK, Member of Parliament. Sonal Mansingh, distinguished cultural ambassador and member of Rajya Sabha. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, but my first question goes to Mr. Saugata Roy. Professor Saugata Roy, you know, it's a question that's hanging in the air tonight, because Mr. Piyush Goyal says that at least parties led by women should have some empathy for this woman marshal. We've seen the opposition video also which has come out, and we've shown it to our viewers tonight. But Dr. Saugata Roy, what about Akshita Bhatt, the woman marshal, injured by members of Parliament, women members of Parliament, including 2 Congress MPs, and of course Ms. Dola Sen, who's also been named in this report, maybe not directly hurting somebody, but roaming around with a rope around one of the members of Parliament. Is this parliamentary behavior, Professor Roy?
Navika ji, I heard the sanctimonious statements by Piyush Goyal, leader of the upper house. I heard your pontification on what the parliament should be. I am a little sad that you did not try to go into why disruptions took place in parliament. You did not go into the question as to why Mr. Narendra Modi never attends Parliament, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. You did not go into the question as to why bills were passed without discussion in 10 minutes. You have concentrated on the so-called manhandling of a woman marshal by allegedly by 2 women members of the Congress. Now, as I say, that every cause gives rise to an effect. If the government ignores the opposition demand for a debate on Pegasus, if they ignore the opposition demand for discussion on the withdrawal of the farm bills, such things may happen. But I shall refer to one statement by Mr. Sharad Pawar, who I hold in far greater esteem than Piyush Goyal, and who has been in either Assembly, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha for 55 years. He has said that I have never seen a scene inside a house as I witnessed yesterday. Why did he say it? Because the house was packed with marshals, men and women who formed several shields around the ruling party members. Nobody knows the identity of these so-called marshals. Were they recruited recently through the RSS and brought into the house? You are making
Professor Saugata Roy, you know, I take objection. I take objection on behalf of these marshals who were doing their duty. whether they were part of the RSS or the
I
Trinamool
did not
Congress
know that you were
or belonging to caste XYZ or state ABC, it does not matter, Professor Saugata Roy, because they were doing their duty. They've been hired by a competent authority to do their duty. And they were unarmed. They were doing their duty, Professor Saugata Roy. And you are trying to justify that if the government does not listen to us, we can do this and we can do more. And that is precisely what was stated by Mr. Piyush Goyal, who said that the government consulted the opposition leaders and they said that aaj kar lo, Friday kar lo, Monday kar lo, there will be worse scenes because that is what we have decided. I once again implore you, Saugata Roy, you are a very experienced and a very respected, politician and a member of parliament. I once again implore you, your politics justified, your objections and opposition to the government totally justified. But to defend an action against a woman marshal by calling her a member of the RSS, casting aspersions on her without her being here to defend herself is not done.
I don't know.
Is not done, Professor Saugata Roy. It's not done. You know the parliament rules and you know the rules of...
Navika ji, I ask you a simple question. Would you take up the case of every policewoman who's somehow injured in a fracas when there is a demonstration?
Absolutely.
What is a marshal except
I will.
a woman
I will, sir. Make no mistake, I will pick up the cause. But if a woman is not safe inside Rajya Sabha, you are saying that I am wrong in picking up her case? Is that your point, Professor Roy? That I am fighting for the right of a woman who's working inside Rajya Sabha? I want to ask you, Reena Gupta, as an opposition leader, do you think the media is wrong and I am wrong here on the News Hour because I'm picking up the cause of Akshita Bhatt, who was merely doing her duty inside Parliament, and I'm asking for justice for the lady who's been manhandled and whose report by the senior chief medical officer says that she has hematoma, multiple aberrations, and she has twisted her wrist. Are you saying I'm wrong in picking up the issue of this woman, Reena Gupta? I want to ask you.
No, you wouldn't take up the case of every woman.
The women MPs have said that they were manhandled.
You were trying to make it
and
dramatic.
of course, the marshal has also said that she was manhandled. But let's look at...
she was not manhandled by a man. Two women members...
No, so if she's manhandled by a woman, it's all right, you're saying. If she's been manhandled by a decorated member of parliament of Rajya Sabha belonging to a national political party, then it's all right. Women can abuse women inside the parliament when husbands and mothers send their daughters to work inside parliament. They should say कि अगर किसी औरत ने मारा है तो कोई बात नहीं, मारने दो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, राज्यसभा ही तो है, कोई बात नहीं, राज्यसभा की सांसद मार रही हैं तो अच्छी बात है, मार खा के आ जाओ. Are you justifying it?
इनको तो यही काम है नविका जी,
यही काम है उनका, मार खाने जाती हैं वो,
इसको काम ही है.
अच्छा, तो वो मार खाने जाती हैं,
लाइन में खड़ा कर दिया.
सौगता रॉय जी, वो मार खाने जाती हैं,
हाउस के
अंदर भी मार खाने जाती हैं.
नहीं, कोई मारना नहीं चाहते हैं, कोई मारना नहीं समझते.
नहीं, आप तो जस्टिफाई कर रहे हैं दादा, आप जस्टिफाई कर रहे हैं दादा. आई एम पेन
हुआ, इसको इतना बड़ा घटना मत बनाइए.
अच्छा, ये बड़ा घटना नहीं है, ठीक है, वेरी गुड. आइए, कोई मारना चाहता है मुझे मार लीजिए, बड़ी घटना नहीं है, ऑफिस में ही तो हुआ है. रीना गुप्ता, मुझे भी कोई आके यहाँ मार सकता है, क्योंकि ये ऑफिस में ही तो हुआ है, घर की बात है. वो वुमन मार्शल है, राज्यसभा में उसकी ड्यूटी है, विमेन सांसद ने मार दिया, एमपी ने मार दिया, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, मारने दो. Reena Gupta, I am only on the issue. Forget opposition, forget government. I'm only on the issue of Akshita Bhatt. And I want to ask you, Reena Gupta, are you saying कि ये मुद्दा बड़ा बनाया जा रहा है, इसको बड़ा नहीं बनाना चाहिए? I want to ask you this as a woman tonight, Reena Gupta. Yes or no?
नहीं बनाना चाहिए.
So Navika, there are allegations. Sir, can I speak now, please?
नहीं नहीं, एक मिनट दादा मैंने बहुत इज्जत की है आपकी, मैंने बहुत इज्जत की है आपकी. आई रिस्पेक्ट यू अ ग्रेट डील, बट आज अगर आप गलत कह रहे हैं, आप गलत कह रहे हैं तो बर्दाश्त करने की शक्ति कम से कम मुझ में नहीं है. मैं दूसरी महिला से पूछ रही हूँ. Another woman is on the panel. I'm asking her.
So Navika, you know, there are allegations from both the sides. Some of the women MPs have said that they were manhandled by male.
I'm asking you, was Akshita in this video manhandled or not? Yes or no?
I did not manage to see the video. I joined the program late. But if she was manhandled, then it was wrong.
आप डिबेट पे आ रही है बिना वीडियो देखे?
If she was manhandled, then it was wrong, Navika. If she was manhandled, it was wrong. There have been allegations from both the sides.
रीना गुप्ता जी,
Navika, let me complete.
No,
Navika,
आप
let me
complete कैसे करेंगी? आप तो pontificate करेंगी क्योंकि आपने वीडियो तो देखा ही नहीं है. Can I tell my PCR to get a video sent to her on her phone? The video is coming to you on the phone. Reena Gupta ji, let's not talk abstract. Let's look at the video and then come out, because I'm talking about a serious issue. I'm talking about a serious issue. You can't come to a debate when you have not seen the video, and the entire debate is based on the video that has come out today. How can you come on a debate without seeing the video, Reena Gupta ji? I'm pained that is the excuse you find.
Navika, the larger question is that why is the parliament come down to this level, and the BJP government is responsible for that.
Akshita Bhatt is not a question for you.
Why don't you allow?
Akshita Bhatt is not a question for you, madam. Is Akshita Bhatt inconsequential for you to worry about? Mr. Arvind Kejriwal drove down to see the 9-year-old girl. Are you saying that she was important and this is not important? This woman is not important? ये भी दिल्ली में रहती हैं. दिल्ली में रहती हैं. दिल्ली की सिटीजन है.
Absolutely.
हाँ, तो इस महिला के बारे में डिस्कशन नहीं होनी चाहिए. लार्जर पिक्चर पे चले जाएं. छोड़ दें इस औरत को, क्योंकि आपके पॉलिटिक्स को सूट नहीं कर रही.
आप बोलने नहीं दे रही है नविका, फिर बुलाइए मत मुझे, आप ही बोल लीजिए.
रीना जी, आप मुझे बताइए ना, अक्षिता भट्ट के साथ जो हुआ वो सही हुआ या गलत हुआ?
तब मैं कुछ बताऊंगी. आप बोलने नहीं दे रही हैं, आप बीच में इंटरप्ट कर रही हैं.
Video sent to you on your phone. I'm only interrupting you to tell you the video is on your phone. आप देख सकती हैं.
Akshita, I'm saying, Navika, I'm saying Akshita is as important as the farmers, as the Pegasus issue, as the fact that, you know, the whole country is going through the highest unemployment rate. सबसे ज्यादा भूखमरी चल रही है इस समय देश में, महंगाई चल रही है, पेट्रोल के प्राइसेस इतने बड़े हुए हैं, हमारे जैसे लोगों पे जासूसी कर रही है सरकार. All of these issues are as important as Akshita's issue.
तो टेबल पे चढ़ जाइए. टेबल पे चढ़ जाइए, इशू सॉल्व हो जाएगा.
टेबल पे क्यों चढ़े?
टेबल पे चढ़ जाइए.
डिस्कशन नहीं किया.
टेबल पे चढ़ जाइए, इशू सॉल्व हो जाएगा. महिला मार्शल को धक्का दे दीजिए, इशू सॉल्व हो जाएगा. सोनल मानसिंह, you are a respected member of parliament, and I want to ask you as a woman. Today, it's not just a question of politics, it's also a question of a woman marshal's right, a woman who has gone to work. And work where? In the temple of democracy. Possibly the safest place in the world, except for 2001, when some of these people laid down their lives saving members of parliament. They were shot. Today, what's happened inside the house is about politics, is about, you know, questions of accountability and responsibility of the opposition and the government. But above all, it's also about the safety of women at workplace. And this workplace happens to be the Rajya Sabha. If my daughter is not safe inside Rajya Sabha, where will women be safe in this country, Sonal Mansingh? Isn't that an important question in today's debate?
I agree with you entirely, Navika, and I congratulate you for taking up this issue in a big way, in a way that it should have been taken up by others also. I congratulate you and thank you. I was present in Rajya Sabha when all this happened, Let me tell you, first word is decorum. Decorum is taught to us from childhood. When you reach such a position in Rajya Sabha, a member of parliament of the upper house, House of Elders, then it becomes all the more important that every member observes decorum, the basic principle. Another thing that I would like to mention, that I think Shri Saugata Roy ji, the elder of TMC party, made one, according to me, one little mistake. He said that the marshals were protecting the BJP members. No. They formed a ring around the table where Secretary General, Secretary and other writers sit, just below the chair, the dais of the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So they form a protective ring there. They are not there to protect any individual member or any party. So that's a big mistake, because it's a very, it's misinformation. Number 3, that why were these marshals called in? When a whole jhund, I would say a mob, I'm sorry to use this word for my own colleagues in Rajya Sabha, respected honorable members, but when an entire group descends upon the table, around that, they throw, they jump, they dance on the table itself. They are sort of, I'm sorry, Corona time, all the spit of shouting slogans, eardrums, all goes there, those poor 6 people sitting there. And they go almost attacking the marshals in the house. What they do outside the house is, as Akshita, the shard and so many things happened. And I feel sad, I feel disillusioned, I feel disappointed. I did not expect this. People can debate, they can disagree. They can have dialogue or not have a dialogue. They can shout, they can fight, argue it out. But the physicality, my God, I mean, this is not to be condoned at any level, at any price. I think it has to be, and then Akshita Bhatt, as you said, Navika, I again say, the poor woman, she's doing her duty. The marshals are employed by Rajya Sabha, by the parliament. They don't belong to any private organization, and that kind of accusation is also humiliating. It is total misinformation. So Navika, I again say, keep up. Akshita Bhatt and the likes of her must get justice. Their voices must be heard, because they cannot speak. They are so disciplined. And I've seen them standing.
They
with
have no voice.
Arms
Folded,
or arms
they are
at the
doing
back.
their duty with honorable members of parliament. Honorable members of parliament. And somewhere.
Navika, they don't even use anything. Their hands are either at the back,
you
or
rightly
they're
said,
standing like
we
that.
can differ, we can argue. Of course, we must have differences in opinion. Of course, the government and the opposition have to have differences in opinion. Of course, protest, of course, dissent is important. But not to have regard for anybody else, any other person, even those women who are working inside? Is that what courtesy, is that what lawmakers should be doing? Are you saying that if it can happen to a woman, if it can happen to a woman inside Rajya Sabha, what about millions of women like me who work here in various organizations? What about our safety? Everybody is going to say it's all right. It's okay. It's only your colleague. They can come, they can push you, they can snatch things from you, they can shove you here and there, they can manhandle you. It's all right. Whether they are men or women, they can do it. They are your colleagues. Is that what we are going to accept? Well, Navika, we need to debate this, but I need to take a short break. I know I haven't come to at least 4 speakers on the show. Mr. Ilangovan, Mr. Shakil Zaman Ansari of the Congress Party, Anand Ranganathan, and my friend Rakesh Sinha. I need to take a very short break. I'm coming back to this question, which somewhere cannot get lost between the din of the government versus opposition, treasury benches versus right to dissent. This is an important issue of women at the workplace, now on display in front of a whole nation of 135 crores. Short break, back soon. वेलकम बैक लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन। और राकेश सिन्हा जी, मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है कि सत्ता पक्ष और विपक्ष के बीच में कहीं आम इंसान खोसा गया है। व्हाट हैपेंड इन राज्यसभा इज बियॉन्ड एक्सेप्टेबल। कम से कम जनता इसे एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगी। राकेश सिन्हा जी, क्या ये सरकार के ऊपर भी बाध्य नहीं है कि वो भी एक रास्ता ढूंढने? क्या इस तरह से लड़ाई झगड़ा हुआ करेगा रोज के रोज पार्लियामेंट के फ्लोर पर?
No, Navika ji, here the defense by the opposition leaders of the original crime which they committed inside the house is more dangerous than the incident which took place. The defense means they are justifying and legitimizing the violence inside the house. I just suppose government does not agree with the opposition, or you don't agree with me, or I don't agree with you in the studio. Does it mean that I use violence? Here the question is not the obstruction. They are calling it obstruction. It is not obstruction. We have seen in our parliamentary democracy the minority government led by Narasimha Rao. We have seen the split in the Congress in 1969, which had impact on the parliament. We had also seen the 13-day Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. We had also seen Chaudhary Charan Singh was leading the government in 1979, the disintegration of Janata Party. All the critical occasions in the history of Indian parliament. But never before this incident, the violence took place. Whom they were attacking? They were not attacking the ruling party. In fact, they were intended that there should be violence inside the house. Because the Prime Minister, the visionary Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, has warned in the meeting of the BJP parliamentary party that you should not be provoked. And BJP members remain unprovoked, sitting on the chair. As Piyush Goyal ji has rightly said that it was not BJP members were already peaceful and calm. They barbaric slogan, provocative slogan, BJP didn't respond. They tear away the papers, BJP didn't respond. They have thrown the files on the chairman, and BJP had not responded. What happened? They wanted to do violence against the Secretary General, the chairman. And this is the duty of the marshal, to stop them doing violence inside the house. They were a deterrence. They were not to counterattack. Navika ji, there is a difference between the street violence and the violence which took place. In the street violence, the police has power to use the lathi. Police has power to use the tear gas. Here the marshals are helpless people. They are on duty. They know that every day they salute the member of parliament. The same member are attacking. I think it is unbecoming Indian parliament. It is unbecoming, and moreover, the way Congress party, the senior members of the Congress party are justifying, it is a dangerous. One more point, Navika ji, that is very important, which I concluded theorizing the entire violence. The deterioration of the quality of party workers, because the most of the political parties, non-BJP parties, are dynastic party under authoritarian rule. Whenever the political workers are groomed under the authoritarian rule of a dynasty, their quality degenerates.
Well, let us not make these statements, sweeping statements, because right now the politics is not the point. And Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I want to ask you, who's responsible for this, and are we at all accountable to this girl, to this lady marshal, this woman on duty in parliament, or not? Or is it only going to be about the privileged members of parliament? Is it always going to be taking care of their concerns, their politics, their vote banks? Because when they want to talk about Kisans, there is a competition between the Aam Aadmi Party MP and the Congress MP climbing on tables. When it is the question of OBC bill, which is a vote bank issue, they will all sit down. They will all listen. They will all pass the bill. They will debate for 5 hours. But when it comes to anything else, well, it's my way or the highway, as stated by Mr. Piyush Goyal. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, in all of this, does the public, does the Janata, does the majority of this country matter at all? Or are we just pawns used once in 5 years?
No, good evening, Navika. You're absolutely right. We are just pawns. We are being made fools of. And these politicians cutting across party lines are making fools of us. But first of all, I have to say that I hope Ms. Bhatt is safe, and I was absolutely outraged at what happened to her. I hope she's recovered. And anybody who has indulged in this kind of assault has to be booked by the police, period. There is no two ways about it.
And the justification
And I was very,
by
yes,
a senior member of parliament?
Not only that, I was just coming to that, Navika. Now you see how insurmountably difficult the problem is when even on your show, forget about the House of Parliament, even on your show we had parliamentarians who were justifying and rationalizing this kind of assault. They were saying, why don't you look at the reasons for this assault? I mean, I am just absolutely dumbfounded. So, I think this will continue because with due respect to Professor Sinha, every time you rightfully condemn what the opposition's behavior is, you also should spell out what BJP's behavior is whenever it is in opposition. And I can give you countless examples. The more recent one is in Rajasthan on August 25th, 2020, when BJP MLAs, egged on by Mr. Rathore, who's an MLA in Rajasthan Assembly, rushed to the well of the House, confronted the marshals there. There was hatapai. The House was adjourned 5 times. Or shall we go back to the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly when one MLA, Mr. Engineer, was thrashed by BJP MLAs? So this is cutting across party lines. If we do not condemn this unequivocally, and punishment, Navika, please just give me 10 seconds. You see, what is the punishment right now? It's either monetary, 500 rupees ka daily allowance hata diya, or it is suspension, 10 din ke liye suspend. They don't care. उनको डराना है, डर का माहौल के लिए you need to curtail their terms. If any member indulges in this kind of hooliganism or assault, his 5-year term or 6-year term has to be truncated by 3 months, period. तब देखो कैसे डर के चुपचाप बैठेंगे.
Only 3 months?
4 months.
Only 3 months for assaulting a lady marshal, 3 months?
Let that be a start, Navika. Let that be a start.
Mr. Ilangovan, you've had a distinguished career as a member of parliament. I want to ask you, issues are there, differences of opinion are there in a family, forget in parliament between political parties. Sab jagah difference of opinions will be there. It's a given. That is why the House is demarcated into the treasury benches and the opposition benches. It is meant for dissent. But does dissent mean that you start assaulting people inside parliament? And it's not the first time. Anybody who says, oh, the government has brought in the marshals, you will remember the women's bill, the Lokayukta bill. On how many occasions marshals have been called inside? And at that time also, the Samajwadi Party MPs and the RJD MPs were dancing on tables. So let's not forget that time as well. I'm asking you, Mr. Ilangovan, is this how politics is going to be conducted in this country from here on? Is this how you will show your responsibility towards people?
I don't agree with attacking. I'll tell you. I don't agree with attacking any person, be it a marshal or even anybody, because we are doing politics. We have to speak. We can agitate. We can interrupt. We can do anything. But attacking is not one thing which I agree. But you are talking only with the videos made available to you. But that by the Rajya Sabha
I'm requesting you, sir.
I don't want to
I am requesting you, sir. Give me a video.
No.
You are a member of the opposition alliance. Please give me a video that tells your story. I'm putting out one video that has been put out by opposition is on your screen right now. Do not make false charges.
Rules do not allow me to take a video.
Oh, and rules allow you to beat up the marshal. Rules allow you to beat up the marshal, but rules do not allow you to release videos. One minute, Mr. Ilangovan. Mr. Ilangovan, rules do not allow any member to take videos on the floor of the House inside the Parliament. I will show you the video where at least Mr. Derek O'Brien and maybe 20, 50 other people are taking videos. Please look at that visual. Videos. And they have been released and tweeted by the same members of Parliament on the 10th of August. Today you are telling me today you're telling me that the opposite video,
That
you're
was-
not allowed
that
and it
was
is
after
against
the house
the
was
rules.
adjourned. I'll tell you, on 10th of August, everything happened after the house was adjourned. Chairman left
But
the
sir,
seat and officials went to their seat.
those
That
videos
also
were
you must
also
note.
tweeted by the
Yeah.
opposition.
After adjournment, not during the house. You are right, but not during when the
Navika
house
ji, I
was
just
in-
give you 10 seconds.
functioning.
You know, I don't know. I'm completely out of time. I'm nobody to form an opinion. I'm no judge. I'm not the jury, sir. Convince the people of this country. The people of this country are watching two videos. One where the marshal is being manhandled, and one where the marshals are standing, which is being called intimidation of the honorable members of parliament, and that has been released by the opposition. I still haven't come across any evidence where the opposition can actually prove that they were manhandled. If they were, we would show that on screen and we would condemn it, whoever was responsible for manhandling members of parliament. But in the meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget Akshita Bhatt, the woman who left home in the morning to do her duty in parliament, possibly the safest place for women to work with so many women MPs around. But no, she wasn't safe. She was manhandled by women members of parliament of the Congress party. Now, is that justified? You make a decision, because as a woman, I've made a decision that I stand with Akshita Bhatt, and no political party can make me change my mind. Thank you very much for joining me on the News Hour.